Hello guys, welcome to Dark Matter Gaming channel. I hope you all are doing well, and today's video is gonna be about 15 best Android games available right now. Gaming on mobile has been improving at a far greater rate than any technology that came before it. Android games seem to hit new heights every year. We see more and more premium game releases that challenge what phones can do, and even free-to-play games are getting better and better. To be honest, mobile has some reasonably impressive titles. Console and PC are still the kings of gaming. However, a lot of console and PC games are also on mobile. Parity isn't there yet, but it's happening as we speak. Mobile gaming isn't the casual-only basement platform it was 10 years ago. Without further delay, here are the best Android games available right now. If you liked this video, subscribe to my channel YouTube. Number 1. Grid Autosport. Grid Autosport launched in 2019 and immediately became one of the best racing games for Android. It's a premium game with no in-app purchases or advertising, a rarity in this space. The game also boasts excellent graphics, excellent controls, hardware controller support, tons of content to play through, tons of cars to unlock, and a variety of racing styles. The game is a bit expensive, and it's missing some smaller things racing fanatics tend to like, but it's otherwise one of the best racing experiences in the Play Store. It doesn't get updated frequently, which isn't ideal, but it gets enough to keep it relevant.
New tech, new tricks, new day,
Number 2. Legends of Runeterra. Legends of Runeterra is one of the newer Android games on this list. It's an online battler similar in scope to games like Hearthstone. Players collect cards and heroes, then build decks from those cards and heroes. You then battle opponents online. The game removes as much of the randomness as it can, and it leads to a good gameplay experience overall. The game includes 24 champions, a bunch of cards, and you can invite friends to duel with you as well. Number 3. Dead Cells. Dead Cells is an action-adventure game with Metroidvania elements. It features non-linear gameplay, hack-and-slash combat mechanics, and plenty of stuff for players to do. It's definitely on the harder side of the spectrum, especially for new players. Death resets you back to the beginning, so you have to make sure you do everything right. The game also has controller support, a $3.99 DLC to expand the game, and more. It is definitely one of the best Android games available right now. Number 4. Call of Duty. Mobile. Call of Duty. Mobile was our pick for the best Android game in 2019. We usually wait a while before adding a game, but Call of Duty Mobile is so intensely popular with such a high rating that we added it more quickly than usual. The game has both a normal FPS online PvP mode along with a 100-player Battle Royale. That puts it in a rare category where it does Battle Royale like PUBG Mobile, but also regular FPS PvP like Critical Ops or Modern Combat. There is a surprising amount of stuff to do, and the gameplay mechanics are solid and smooth. It is a free-to-play game, but most of the in-game purchases are cosmetic items. Number 5. Minecraft. Minecraft is a popular game all around the world for people of all ages. For those who have never played, Minecraft puts you in a giant world where you mine, build, beat up bad guys, and do whatever you want. There is a survival mode where you must mine your own resources and food along with a creative mode that gives you unlimited everything. Frequent updates have added tons of new content and possibilities. The game is pretty much on par with its PC and console counterparts. In fact, you can play on multiplayer servers with people on those platforms. There are in-app purchases, but they're just for customization things like skin packs. It's not only the best sandbox game on Android, but also one of the best survival games as well. Number 6. Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact is an action RPG game with gacha mechanics. The game was also our pick for the best game of 2020. Upon its release, it received wide critical acclaim for its impressive visuals and excellent gameplay. It looks and acts a bit like Zelda, Breath of the Wild, but nobody seems to really mind. The game does have a party system, and you summon new characters through a gacha system similar to other gachas. However, the visual elements, gameplay mechanics, and the completely open world, complete with a glider, make the game feel a lot less restrictive than most in the genre. Unless the developer messes this one up, it should remain excellent for a long time. You can play on PC or PlayStation as well with the same saved data, even if it is annoying to set up at first. Number 7. Pokémon Go. Pokémon Go exploded onto the mobile gaming scene in July 2016 and immediately became of the best Android games ever. It's an augmented reality game similar to Ingress where you walk around the real world, catch Pokémon, complete little side missions, battle other trainers for gyms, and hit up Pokéstops to restock on items. It beat virtually every record in the books as the world's most popular mobile game. Many think the game has died off, but it's been maintaining its active player base for the last few years and seems to be getting more popular. Thankfully, the game gets frequent updates with new features. Some more recent features include an AR camera mode, new Pokémon, and a bunch of other neat stuff. Niantic also launched Harry Potter: Wizards Unite, a Harry Potter AR game with similar mechanics. Number 8. League of Legends: Wild Rift. League of Legends: Wild Rift is a 5v5 MOBA game. Mobile used to have a ton of these, but several kind of fell off over the last few years. League of Legends: Wild Rift is arguably the best of the bunch right now. Matches take about 15 to 20 minutes, and that's a bit long for a mobile MOBA. However, the game is fun, you can't buy wins, and the developers seem intent on making sure this one stays balanced. It's not perfect. Casual games sometimes have unbalanced teams, which can be frustrating. However, there isn't much that can be done about it. This is a rock-solid MOBA in a genre where nothing has been consistent for a few years now. Number 9. Nintendo Games. Nintendo has a decent number of Android games and they're all pretty decent. They have one premium game with Super Mario Run. Many believed it to be too high of a price. However, mechanically, it's one of the best platformers on mobile. Nintendo also has a couple of free-to-play options including Fire Emblem Heroes, Strategy RPG, and Animal Crossing, Pocket Camp Simulation. Nintendo added Dragalia Lost to its repertoire in September of 2018 as well as Dr. Mario World in 2019. Finally, Mario Kart Tour is the second biggest mobile game release of all time, second only to Call of Duty Mobile. Nintendo's games can be a bit rough around the edges sometimes, but they all provide relatively fun and solid experiences. Number 10. Levelhead. Levelhead is a new platformer from Butterscotch Shenanigans, the same developer of Crashlands. Crashlands was on this very list for a good 2 or 3 years, and we expect Levelhead to be here for a while too. It's a platformer with 90 levels, surprisingly satisfying controls, and some excellent humor. However, this one sets itself apart from others with its truly excellent custom level building. Players can build levels and upload them to the game. Other players download them, and the most popular end up in the game's prestigious vault. Plus, the game has speedrunning features, and each level comes with its own leaderboard, even the custom ones. Finally, the game is cross-platform with cloud saves. It covers all of the bases for a mobile platformer. For real, this game is so good. It's also free with Google Play Pass if you use that. Number 11. Streets of Rage 4. Streets of Rage 4 was one of the best games of 2022, and it's good enough to be an all-time great. It's an arcade beat-em-up game that's done in the style of the 1990s. You choose a character, walk through each level, and beat up bad guys while avoiding taking damage. The base game includes 3 different game modes, about a dozen characters, secret levels, hardware controller support, and multiplayer. For an additional $2.99 as an in-app purchase, you get access to the Mr. X Nightmare DLC. It adds 3 more playable characters, more levels, a survival mode, and character customization. We think it's worth it to dish out the extra $2.99, even after paying the $8.99 charge for the base game. This is a great one, especially if you like old-school beat-em-ups. Number 12. Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is easily one of the best premium games from 2019 and one of the best games overall. It's a farming simulator with some RPG elements. You start out with a neglected farm and must rebuild it to its former glory. Players catch fish, grow crops, raise livestock, and interact with the various townspeople. You can even get married and have a family. The retro graphics help keep things simple, but the game has dozens of hours of content. Plus, the controls are simple and most of the in-game interactions are charming and fun. It's the best farming sim on mobile even if it's not entirely realistic. It's also free if you subscribe to Google Play Pass. Number 13. Rocket League Sideswipe. Rocket League Sideswipe is one of the most popular and entertaining arcade games on mobile. It's a 2D version of the popular PC and console game, but it still manages to be fast-paced and fun. Players drive around in cars and try to use them to score goals with a giant soccer ball. This version includes 1v1 and 2v2 modes, and most matches only take about 2 minutes to complete. That makes it an excellent time killer for folks who don't want to spend 5 hours waiting for a good stopping point. Some other game features include simple controls, offline matches against bots, some social features, and a season pass with a bunch of cosmetics to earn. It's not the deepest game, but sometimes the most fun games don't have to be super deep as well. If you're looking for quick arcade action, this is about as good as it gets. Number 14. Square Enix Games. Square Enix is one of the few, big-name, developers that took mobile gaming seriously from the start, and they have some of the best Android games available anywhere. Classic JRPG fans have Final Fantasy 1 through X, 7 Dragon Quest games, and many other old console ports. Free-to-play RPGs from Square Enix include Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, Echoes of Mana, Nier Reincarnation, and DQ Dai, A Hero's Bond. Most of those games are rock solid, fun to play, and friendly to free-to-play people. The company does have other genres as well, like Final Fantasy VII The First Soldier, Battle Royale, FFBE War of the Visions, Strategy RPG, and others. Some newer titles include the pixel remasters of Final Fantasy 1 through V, which are quite good. Square Enix is arguably the champion of the mobile gacha RPG. Number 15. Sky. Children of Light. Sky. Children of Light is an excellent adventure game from 2020. The game features 7 worlds for you to explore, a variety of character customizations to look how you want, some truly excellent graphics, and one of the most unique social experiences on any game. You can interact with players in the game without a voice or text chat, although text chats are available. Players get your attention to take you where you need to go by grabbing your hand and taking you with them. It's preposterously adorable. If we missed any of the best Android games, tell us about them in the comments. I hope you enjoy it as much review as I do. So be sure to subscribe and don't forget to click on the ring button so you will not miss any notification when I upload a new video. Thank you very much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.